Hello, Virgo. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jessica. Let's begin with your next message, Virgo. Let's see what your guides want to show you, because they know it's important for you. Remember, this is a general message. Take only what resonates with you, Virgo. Here we have a magical card. We were given it before. Well, something is brewing, or rather, something is forming that will be very beneficial for you. As I said before starting, remember that this is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you and please discard the rest. We have Libra with Sagittarius. And remember, Virgo, we are in Libra season. This is a season where things still flow quite naturally. We have a new moon in Libra. It will be a new moon that will help us significantly improve everything that previous new and full moons have made us feel. It will drain our energy in a very different way. It will make us feel in harmony. It will make us feel good. We will see how many of our relationships begin perhaps to improve miraculously. Relationships with family, with friends, with someone very important to you, with whom perhaps there has been an argument, a conflict, a fight that also needs to be resolved, or rather that also must be resolved. Hey, Virgo, the card appears in this position. What energy surrounds you right now or in this present moment? It is Archangel Michael who speaks to you. Virgo, we are rearranging your life right now. That is why you have gone through certain difficult situations, but at the same time, they have taught you very important lessons and also helped you let go of certain situations that perhaps you should have already released, or the universe is still helping you do so. Well, they are rearranging your life, creating the balance you need. Why, you may ask, why do I need balance, order? Because a miracle is about to come. The Judgment card is a card of spiritual awakening. It is an energy that tells us, Virgo, great, you did it. You passed the test. It is not a test of faith, but simply a test to take the next step. And finally, something will be granted to you at that moment. Basically, we focus on the Sword card, the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Libra is mentioned here with the Judgment card, as I already said, and obviously Virgo, the Sword card represents the energy of communication. It is the energy of knowing that we are about to receive a message that can change everything in our lives. And that is precisely what we will experience, something that changes everything or many things around us. For some, it is a kind of message. Virgo, you have been waiting for something to be approved, something you desired. A loan, a visa, news, a document, something important will finally come in your favor. That is precisely what this Ace of Swords energy brings us. In fact, remember, Virgo, this Sword card is also telling you very firmly to cut ties with that now. Obviously, I don't know what they mean, Virgo, but you may already know very well what the universe is trying to remove from your life. If we know it, we still do not push for it to stay. But perhaps, Virgo, we do not open our arms easily or quickly enough to let go and receive at the same time. Yes, it is actually Archangel Michael balancing the emotions and situations you are going through because they want you to finally have this situation. As I said, it is as if you passed an exam and now they want to give you what you truly deserve, Virgo. Remember, for some people who have gone through difficult situations with health, because the card clearly, Temperance, also speaks to us about the balance of health. It is also the angel of health. Our health is restored, especially if we have been feeling unwell, with physical ailments, even those that seem pre-existing, as if they came from the past and simply reappeared, etc. So Virgo, let's see what difficulties or obstacles will appear for you. Earth card, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Virgo card. The energy of this difficult position can sometimes make you fear that your finances will not improve or that they might get worse, something like that. It is as if some people have gone through a good financial period or are about to experience one, but this financial period, which is supposed to be good, also causes you a bit of anxiety, as if you thought, Virgo, no, but this will end. It will end. From now on, it will always be like this. There are many questions that may be running through your mind, Virgo. Remember something very important. The Strength card is not telling you that the universe is asking you, Virgo, to be strong and brave because something good is coming, but rather it is telling you that through your unique strength, this is exactly what is happening. I feel that for some people, This is like a small warning not to lend money, not to buy or invest in something that might require a significant amount of money. Virgo, at least for now, they are telling you not to invest right now, not to buy right now. Wait a few days, wait a few hours, maybe even weeks. I don't know. But it is as if they are stopping you or telling you, now, Virgo, don't buy or invest right now, or something like that, since it might not turn out as well as we would like. That's why they are holding us back. It could simply be, let's say, a warning, because there could be more expenses in the future. Deep down, Virgo, the Lover's card, Major Arcana number 6, tells us Gemini that this is an energy of balance in our relationships. But obviously, especially in a romantic relationship, the hard part is already over. Here you connect with Virgo, you connect with someone, and for many it is obvious that this is your soulmate, someone you have been waiting to come into your life. But at the same time, Virgo, it is as if many may not even see this situation coming. You might be very skeptical, doubting a lot, thinking, I don't think that's going to happen, I don't think this will happen, etc. But you are much closer to more changes in your life than you think. Don't be influenced by the situations around you. Don't be influenced just because your habits, for example, Virgo, don't change. That doesn't mean your life will always be the same. There is so much happening behind the scenes. In other words, that you don't see developing right now for you. And it will arrive much sooner, Virgo, than you think. For many, maybe they don't even want it. You might say, Virgo, I don't want to know anything about love. I'm fine being alone. I'm fine being by myself, etc. And it's not that you ask for it, it's the universe bringing it to you. And obviously, whether you accept it or not depends on you, Virgo, because of your free will. Not because you can choose, but because at the same time, if it is something the universe offers you, it could be something that heals something within you. Well then, let's see what is being hidden from you right now, Virgo. What is the universe? It's not showing it to you, it's telling you. It's a union. And notice how it appears here. It has the sun and the moon, which speak to the masculine and the feminine, the emperor and the empress, and the union, not the union of a couple, but of soulmates, twin flames. The Fool is an act of faith. It's as if we Virgos hesitate to give someone a chance. We think, well, I'm not going to give them a chance. Look, I have nothing to lose. No, I've been disappointed enough already, so I don't think I can be disappointed anymore. I'll give this person a chance. And finally, Virgo. It's a very good opportunity that you will not waste, but will make the most of. I see it. But I think your nature as an earth sign, Virgo, is very, as I said, very skeptical. I'm a Virgo rising, so I understand you perfectly. Seeing is believing. I've heard that before. Let's see. Show me clearly so I can check if it's real. The act of faith is about saying, okay, the universe is offering me this. Do I accept it or not? This is a beginning. You saw it. It's a beginning for you. Let's look at another card, the Queen of Cups, the energy of Cancer, present here. Notice that the Queen of Cups wears blue. That speaks of communication. Basically, that's Virgo, okay? I think for some reason, yes, because we must also remember this doesn't always appear in readings. Perhaps before the community was more focused on this romantic theme, and now it's expanding into many different aspects of our lives. But they really emphasize a romantic situation, even if you don't have anyone by your side, Virgo. Age doesn't matter. Situations like this, the barriers society has imposed, are simply created by them. But we have to remember this. The universe can put things on a silver platter, and whether you accept them or not depends entirely on you, Virgo. Why do I say this? A couple that knows how to communicate their feelings, that has deep mutual empathy. This is very important. Think before you speak. Virgo, there's an energy, your low vibration energy, because every sign has high and low vibrations. And in your lower vibration, Virgo, you can be a bit harsh with your words. Or we can even get to the point of saying something hurtful. We don't realize it until later. And it's like, oh no, I think I shouldn't have said that. Or I think that person misunderstood, etc. But this energy is about connecting with our emotions, having a filter, and also being much more empathetic. Not only do they feel empathy toward us, but we also feel it toward the other person. And obviously this is a connection, a union. It's so evident. The Lover's card appears in Virgo. This person is not going to test you. It's important to know that. This is not a situation that will happen to you to cause pain, fear, or suffering. No, this is a situation that comes to heal all that, to give you faith that truly, in the universe and in this world, there are people worth fighting for, people worth believing in. Yes, so there is undoubtedly a very romantic energy here. If we ignore it, as I said, it's simply an act of faith. Here you step out of your comfort zone. I know that for Virgos, leaving the comfort zone can be a bit difficult. As I said, I'm a Virgo rising, and I actually feel I identify more with my Virgo than with my sun sign. And yes, leaving the comfort zone is a bit difficult, but it's a comfort zone that Virgos will gladly leave because what's coming exceeds their expectations by far. The universe is giving you much more than you ever imagined. Let's see what October has in store for you. This card doesn't appear, but we'll use it anyway. It represents you along with Libra and Taurus. Knight of Swords, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo. So Virgo, October, as I mentioned before, is a month of transformations and endings, and it truly is with that incredible eclipse that changed everything. But it's also a month of building, of beginnings, of feeling creative, of wanting to breathe life into situations. And the best part, Virgo, is that we will also have that energy. Little by little, we'll begin to feel it. Well, during the season, or what's left of October, let's call it the second half, I feel that, especially for Virgo, your relationship with money is a bit complicated. Maybe, unlike what you were told, it's not that you should be careful with money, not buy, not invest. Maybe no. Maybe you should manage it much better. Maybe we've opened our hands too quickly when we tend to be cautious about spending money a bit faster. Virgo, maybe an unexpected expense or an emergency throws off your balance, etc. But the situation, the abundance you fear will begin to shift. And what's important to prevent this lack from appearing in your life is your mind, your thoughts. They don't need to be negative. They need to be positive. Think in a way that says, the money I'm spending or choosing not to spend will return to my account. Imagine your bank balance increasing. That's how it helps you, Virgo, because your mind attracts what you think. This card marks the end of a very difficult season, full of anxiety and worry, Virgo, because I truly feel this may have affected you physically. That is, your health. You haven't been feeling well, and for many people, this is related to something mental, in the head, headaches, migraines, stress, etc. Because the sword speaks more of thoughts than anything else. This is an energy where we try to remove certain things around us, and even worse, we overload ourselves with negative thoughts like, how do I do this, or how do I solve that, etc. And that's why the universe intervenes and puts an end to this difficult period. Because, as I told you, Virgo, you may have been going through very hard times. There were peak moments that seemed endless, situations that seemed to get worse instead of better, and people who suddenly disappeared. You probably have more questions than answers right now, Virgo, but the universe is definitely removing certain things from your life deliberately because it knows it's the right time to do so. For some, this also means endings. For the air signs, it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But let's see what the universe has in store for you, Virgo. It's going to disappear from your life. And what will replace it? One more card, please. Very well, we'll keep them. I'm glad one of the cards is the Five of Swords, Virgo, because it represents an artificial and dramatic energy, someone who creates chaos and confusion around you. Basically, it's talking to us about news, essentially. What will replace it? The world, Virgo. What do you think? What an interesting reading, right? To begin with, for some people, it involves an air sign, perhaps Gemini or Aquarius. I feel that this energy is a bit heavier because of Aquarius. I sense a very proud person, someone who doesn't apologize, doesn't admit mistakes, or if they do, their apologies are just empty words without real feeling. And you're walking away from that energy, Virgo, because it's something that causes many problems. And honestly, you don't have time for that. Like, no, I'm done. You just walk away. It's probably in a work environment or among friends, or even someone you had a connection with in the past. Well, remember, the Wheel of Destiny, it's an energy leaving your life. What does that mean? It means a turning point is approaching in your life, Virgo. You won't be able to stop it. It will simply happen. This new beginning, this change, this wave of news arrives at incredible speed. Remember, Knight of Swords, News comes, it arrives, and it arrives fast, which, as I said, Virgo, this air sign could tell you something that might cause you a bit of fear. Enough to make you say, I don't think this should continue in my life, so you decide to walk away. This change comes so quickly that it will transform your present. Why? Because the card is about saying goodbye to the plans we had for the near future and starting to make new ones. Because literally, our lives can change overnight. Yes, for some people, I feel a message will arrive that will set them free. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm just conveying the messages your guides are sharing. And this is one of them. It could be, let's say, a text message, an email, a phone call, something like that. But it will free you from something that makes you feel tied down, Virgo, or that makes you feel stuck because of that situation. The universe is telling you that this situation, these moments, or these difficult parts of your life you're going through right now, Virgo, could be affecting you mentally. Yes, because they may be stressing you too much, overanalyzing situations, details, every outcome, every possible way things could go, whether good or bad, etc. Your guide is telling you not to let those negative thoughts enter your mind, because everything you're experiencing, all the situations you're going through right now, Virgo, are bringing you closer and closer to the World card, with the major arcana speaking of endings for a new beginning. So the energy of the world, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo, are probably important signs. And keep in mind that the World card also speaks of communication. Don't forget that at the beginning of your reading, Virgo, the Sword card also appeared. Look at your near future. It's time for you to start making different plans. I truly feel there's a message here. And let's just say it's a very drastic message, like, Virgo, we need you to go to an office in another country to take charge. And you'll have to travel. Either someone will enter your life, appear out of nowhere, or reappear. That's what you've been waiting for. It literally means your life is about to change. Butterflies will be an important sign. Yes, butterflies speak to us of transformation. And here comes another card, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the beginning you've been waiting for, Virgo, though perhaps in a very different way than you imagined. Yes, in the end, that's what you wanted. Let's say that instead of taking the path to the left, you took the right one. It may have been a slightly longer road, but the reward will be greater. Yes, the energy of this World card, as I told you, also has a lot to do with travel, and that's precisely the root of the matter. If you notice, we have the major arcana where everything began. We have the major arcana that also bring things to an end. Literally, Virgo, you are going through a major transition, probably already at this time of year. Well, this time of the month. And we are approaching the new moon in Libra, which, as I told you, Virgo, will help us feel much better. So I know I may sound repetitive, Virgo, but let go when it's time to let go. There's something the universe is going to remove from your path, and it might do so in such an unexpected way that it surprises and even shocks you, for example. But they do it for your benefit, yes. There's also something you'll be celebrating. Keep that in mind. And I think for many people, it could be some type of message or situation quite favorable for you, Virgo, especially if it speaks of an offer that could come your way. Pay attention to the Death card. It's the 13th card of the major arcana and is closely connected with Scorpio. And as I said, Virgo, it represents a change we won't be able to stop. The good thing is that it will bring us something we've been desperately wishing for. So let's draw one more card. This is a message from the guardian angels. So, Virgo, may the goodness of this wonderful reading fully manifest within you. And if you feel that this message has resonated with you in any way, the best support you can give me is by liking this video. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead, Virgo. But don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive alerts for new videos. So Virgo, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here with you. I'm sending you a big hug wherever you are, and I'll see you soon, Virgo.